So here's the, you push the button up there, lock it into place. Then I'm taking some vice grips here, and I'm going to wrap it around the outside edge of that nut. You want to open up your vice grips until your channel locks work good too. If you got some channel locks, and these, I just keep opening up these vice grips until I can get a little bit of bite on that. It's not as easy as the other tool. But it does work. It'll get you there. This sucker's like rusted on here because of the condensation this morning. This is real-time stuff, people, in the video. Sometimes this is, I mean, it might frustrate you. I wish these vice grips went out a little bit further. Here's another thing. So when my grinding wheel starts looking like that, this is a cutoff wheel. I've done some grinding with it, but the larger the diameter, the faster it goes. So once I get down to there, I'm pretty much done with my cutoff wheel. All right, you could probably use it a lot if you're trying to cut a tin horn in half that's in the ground like I did. You can go through these grinding wheels, and like if you're cutting through tin and the tin horn's filled with dirt, you can go through these things and you can cut a foot and the whole damn wheel's gone. So I don't know if you've ever done that before, but we were replacing a culvert last year, and the culvert was filled with dirt. My little Chinese mini excavator wouldn't lift it out of the ground, mainly because it's a small machine, right? So you can do that too. So we had to cut it straight down the middle. And then I could take the Chinese mini excavator, dig the dirt out of the culvert, and then I just picked the horn up out of the ground. But 20-foot, 24-inch culvert filled with dirt. It's a heavy son of a bitch, I'll tell you. So what I'm trying to do is show you a different way how to take this off if you don't have it. And apparently I've got this pair of vice grips here. Let's see if this will work. If not, I'm gonna have to go to a different plan. But the point of this video is to show you that you can't take these off without having the proper tool. It's not going to be as easy, especially when it's rusted on there like this one is. All right, so this pair of vice grips, ideally you want to get a big enough pair of vice grips that you can clamp it, right? And then push your button, lefty, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Put it down on the ground. There you go. I put it down on the ground over here and leveraged it, trying to hold it up in front of the camera. And then you can release your vice grip and you can unscrew it. All right. So that's one way you can do it. Channel locks work great because you can get a good tight grip on it. And then you can replace your cutoff wheel. I use these Bauer cutoff wheels. I like them. They're cheap. They come in a pack of 10. I think they're $8 for a pack of 10. As a matter of fact, I use a lot of Harbor Freight stuff. I use a lot of Chinese made stuff because I couldn't afford to buy the American brand and stuff. So it's the way it is, I guess. But if you're name brand, you know, they taught us from an early age. Nike, Reebok pumps, remember those? And now it's John Deere, Caterpillar. No, I'm not interested in making payments for 15 years when you could buy, well, it's like this grinder, for instance, it's $14. You can buy Uh, they actually try to sell you a damn extended warranty. Would you like to buy something for $5.99? I never purchased any of that shit for the most part. I did purchase it on that welding helmet though, because that welding helmet kind of broke down. But for 14 bucks, I can buy 10 brand new of these as I can for an American made or a name brand that it may last just as long. I guarantee it, for what I do, if I go through 10 of these, and I've actually gone through one of these. The brushes do go out on them after a while if you use them quite a bit, but I'm still using another grinder here, and I'm in it for 28 bucks versus buying the expensive one. So I just don't, for me, I don't see that as something feasible to do. Now, if you're doing it full time, you know, you want to go out there and make it look cool for everybody that's, you know, look at me, I got the name brand stuff. You know, when it comes to climbing equipment and stuff, when I'm climbing trees, I do go with more of the name brand. When my life is hanging from a rope that's that thick, I'm going with I don't even know if the name brand's any better or not, but I'm just going with it because in my mind I feel like I'm safer when I'm climbing with something like Rock Exotica or something instead of something that hasn't been tested and all that. But for a grinder, if it breaks down, it's not going to kill me. I'm not going to fall from a tree because I bought this grinder. But when it comes to certain things, when you're hanging from a rope, I'm telling you what, you might want to go with something a little bit better. So check this out. I don't know what the math is, but this cutoff wheel, it's cut quite a bit of metal, but that's the diameter. All right. If you put larger wheels on your car, you're actually going faster. As a matter of fact, as the rubber on your wheels goes down to that 2/32 of an inch on your car, you actually go slower. All right. Same thing with a grinding disc. A brand new grinding disc, the outside edge is traveling faster, which gives you better cutting efficiency when you're cutting. As it goes down, it gets slower and slower. So I always change my grinding wheel. I don't know, how do you guys do it? Unless I'm cutting a tin horn, because these grinding wheels will go down really quick. Tin horn, if you're cutting through dirt and stuff like that that's behind a pipe, these will go down. But that's about the limit when I replace my grinding wheel. That's not even a grinding wheel, that's a cutting disc that I've got here. And I'm not sure, label up or label down, works both ways for me. 4.5 inch. Now I'm taking my pliers, or my vice grips here, and I'll lock back in on that nut and I'll tighten it up. And sometimes you can just push your button on the back and hand tighten it, and that's good. But I like to go just a little bit more than what my hands can do. Not much, just a little bit more. And now we're ready to cut. All right. Hope that helps you out in different ways to take your grinding wheel off.